What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Metaplanet with the ticker symbol 3350. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So I might turn this channel into more of like a Bitcoin treasury channel, just because that's probably the future, and a lot of these stocks will probably outperform, the Mag 7 and a bunch of other high flyers. So I think I might continue to do. Obviously, I'm gonna continue to do MicroStrategy practically almost every day, or strategy, and I think I might add in Metaplanet to that, depending on the viewership demand. So if you guys want to see more Metaplanet, make sure you give the video a like. I think if we get at least 1,000 views per video, that's pretty good to make it a like a continuous thing on the channel, a routine. So let's see what happens. But I think Bitcoin Bitcoin treasury companies on the channel is probably the move. Like Tesla has Bitcoin, so I can look at Tesla, Strategy, Metaplanet, Similar Scientific, maybe some other ones. So overall, let's see what happens. Anyway, let's take a look at the chart. Well, massive pump up higher, largely due to them, continuing to accrue Bitcoin rapidly. Huge move. I don't know if they're actually trading at 933 right now, or if that was just something just happened on the chart. But it looks like we did see a huge move up higher. Measure move target probably was targeting that area. One leg up right here, second leg up right at 933 or 920. Give or take a couple of dollars. It's close enough. So this is the same arrow, and we're right at that level. So it looks like we could be due for a correction. This is a huge gap on the chart. So right now it's on the Tokyo Stock Exchange and is closed. The market's closed, and could be opening up, a little bit later today. But overall, there's a huge gap right here that can be filled, and then another gap right here. So price could come back to this breakout zone before we move up higher. So somewhere right about here, $700 or 700 Japanese yen. Before we move up higher. And I was thinking of, purchasing it when it was back over here. So below this trend line. So right about here would have been the time to maybe start a position, between 3 to 400. But overall, it's still most likely going to continue higher after this pullback. No, it's not guaranteed, but as long as we don't see a huge crash down, most likely it will. So overall, if price is at 933 and the market's going to open, later today, most likely we'll probably see a drop down lower, just like MicroStrategy and Bitcoin, probably to fill in these gaps and come back near this breakout zone of 700 before moving up higher. So Metaplanet is due for a correction. It's not going to continue to move up higher at this pace. Can it? It can. I don't expect it to. Looking at the log scale chart, I do have a longer term target, this one right here. You can measure this entire move up, and then you drag it over. So this target would be right around 1,300. So it's not, that much up higher than we are right now. But I think we could be seeing a correction first before we move up higher. It's even overextended a little bit on the log scale as well. So if we don't continue up higher, expect a correction lower, which I think is a more higher probability than prices continuing to rocket up higher. So all that for Metaplanet on the daily and weekly charts. So just to summarize, we had a nice breakout, nice move up higher. This is looking unsustainable. It's more likely we pull back based on Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. And also, just if you isolate this, look at the technicals, it looks like it does want to come back down to fill in these gaps, maybe retest the breakout zone of 700 before moving up higher towards that 1,300 yen level. However, if prices continues to diverge from Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, we could probably see 1,300. But then either way, I'm expecting a decent sized correction at that level if we don't get it right now. So all that for Metaplanet on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.